Here, thank you very much. Professor Leon J., thank you for letting me have some time today. I have brought to show and teach for a few minutes the CD1. The CD1 is a control device, and it's been patented at our karate school. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was asked by a couple SWAT teams. I trained SWAT teams in the area, and I was asked to come up with a way of disarming a knife, in particular the curved knife, a karate knife, which is very difficult to disarm. So we went down a long road of research and such, and along the way I had Professor J give me some insights. And as his father did many years ago for me, I was fortunate enough to meet Professor Wally J back in '92. And I went to him when I was opening my karate school, and he laid out our grappling program. I asked him what he would include, and he grabbed me, and he threw me this way and this way and this way, and he showed me 8 locks. And they were straight, reverse, bent, forward, reverse, wing, center, palm, and finger lock. And from there, I built my program. And for the last 30 years, it's been very successful. And we have a small circle Jujitsu program at our school now. Jerry Dozier runs it with Jonathan Mosawaski and Harvey Levy, a good group of people. And Professor Jay's come to our school several times. We've gotten to go to the White House. So anyway, this does go to the White House. The Secret Service agents are carrying it now. And it's used to manage people, so to speak. And it doesn't require any batteries. It's 660 aluminum, and it can't be sharpened. It's patented as a control device, not a self-defense weapon. So we use it, and it's been able to go through security checkpoints, airport security. It's traveled all around the world, and we've been very fortunate with how it's been received. And I'll show you kind of how we use it now. We started out as a knife defense tool. So this would strike the elbows, wrists, or arms of someone. So if someone is presented as a target, whether I know they have a knife or not, my target is to aim to the hands, the elbows, or the knees as an impact tool. Once that starts, I envelop one of the limbs, usually an arm. And I'll manage the arm either through pressure points or joint manipulation. And as you can see, this fits easily over a finger. So just to show you on my own hand how this might work, if you take the finger and insert it into the ring, you roll it to get the impact strike. And we measured a little bit, not scientifically, but we did a speed break, and it'll break a board just like this. So the energy behind it's considerable. We believe it'll break a rib or a bone with just one open. So I'll give you the vocabulary real quick. First, we have the impact swing. Then we have the ring. And the ring is like a round knife. And it's applied by pressing and then finding the edge or the corner and working it like a screwdriver. The next position is to press the ring into your hand and you extend the boot. The boot allows you to not only strike, but to hook. And you'll see at the end of the boot, I have a heel side and a toe side. Now, we have these roughly measured as AUs, or anatomical units. So when I go to the toe, I have a full AU. And as you know, if you do pressure points, that's how far you need to suppress a pressure point to get full activation. And then a half AU will get the activation of the point, but not get it suppressed into full pain. So I get someone to open their hand with one side, and I get them to calm down with the other side. And it's a very uncomfortable device, especially in grappling. We found when people are on top of you and you're in a bottom position from a mount, this works really well against the ribs, inside of the leg, the ankle, and who showed me a minute ago against the shear. So we found quite a few ways to use this, and it's a couple of demonstration pieces would be first to show you how we use it in crowd control for moving people around. Real quick again, impact, ring, and boot. Those are 3 basic ways to use it. Now, we also have what we call brushing, combing, and fanning. And these are maneuvers to catch the fingers. And sir, can I use you to help me with this? Sure, thank you for your time. So we'll start out with just simple management. So I'm just moving around and managing. All right, so the simplicity of the tool, it opens up. It'll reach far around the arm. So rather than me get a great grip, I just have to insert and turn. Now we place the tool along the body, taking up all the space first before the tool takes a step. And as the tool takes a step, you see how the reaction occurs. And what we do is we work to a point and go to a finger lock. And this is where we want to start Professor J's material. You've been seeing that all day. Now, here's how we start. So when security moves a person, may I have you, young lady? Would you help me a second? Would you be the person I have to protect for a minute? So you're on my, she's the principal. So as the principal's moving, I'm going to have someone approaching on the side. First, it's sort of step back. And that's the first way we settle people down. Now, are you okay, sir?
It's fine.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yes, sir. And react, and I'll do it very gently. You lay the tool on the on the person. And from here, you simply turn it. And when the edge of the corner goes against the surface of the body, it presses against the fascia. Is that right? That has a repelling effect. That makes you want to go away from it. Now, if I wanted to make that painful, and I won't, but I'll demonstrate, I would hold him and not let him get out of that. And as I hold him, I would work here to the finger locks. Now, I don't need to loop a finger, you just can. But if you just put it between the fingers, lock up the fingers, okay, we'll put it on the base of the fingers. It works quite well. And the measure of the tool is such that if you see, it sets right into the base of the hand. Now, it's about the size of a pistol grip and a firearm. Now, as I mentioned, one more time, sir, one of the other things, sometimes we have are you okay? Are you sure? All right, can you walk towards her? So we turn, and we stop. So we use the pressing action. So as he reaches to this shape, what's your name? Red. I like that. Sir, would you approach? So I'm going to redirect. And I redirected by extending the tool, finding the toe, and doing a press. Now, if he pushes back towards me, I'll draw in and do what we call a shear. And that's when I'm drawing it across the body. And it's not a comfortable feeling. And you can do that anywhere. And it sits in against the joint very nicely. And you can see you always can loop to a finger. I do that by using the other two supporting fingers to help feed. So when I push this, if I do this and try to catch his finger, it won't work. But if I apply pressure and he gives me return pressure, there it is. So once I start giving him pressure, he feeds back, and right there he goes. And again, you don't need to loop the finger, you can. The grip I use most often is the clip grip. The clip grip allows you to come in and separate the fingers or catch them. And then I rotate the tool to catch the base, right here. And I move my partner around. Thank you, sir, very much. I appreciate it. Now, can I have another gentleman? Sir, could you help me once? You don't have any hand injuries, do you? All right, well, I'll be very generous. Can you make a good fist for us, sir? So in the fist, sometimes people are holding weapons. And we found this opens up the hand quite easily. Okay, so are you all right? So we just turn in, we open the hand. So all we do is place this here and turn. And that's opening the hand right away. And this is useful if my opponent has a blade. If he has a blade, please don't move it first. So he's extended the weapon. My first action would be to strike his hand. Didn't hit you, definitely. Good. Hate when that goes wrong. Afterwards, I would okay. So we have different knife attacks.
Right here.
Yeah, we have different knife attacks. We have knife when he's already on my body. He wants something. He's a knife fighter. We're in a fight. This is different. Okay, so now the knife skills are different. In that action, I'm going to be targeting hands and elbows. Now, my job then would be to envelop. And the sides of the tool, the heel and the boot, allow you to hook and catch. So you're able to strip quite easily. And people have a tendency to want to grab it. So we place it in their hand and we turn. And if you notice that key turn right there, got it. So if I put this in his hand and he does the grip, I simply peel or turn till I lock the finger. And there it is. So that's how the CD1 works. And there are other tools like this on the market, but what has made this one, thank you, sir. What has made this one different is the material makeup. It's 660 aluminum. And as I mentioned, it travels through airports quite easily. We call it a massage tool, so to speak. And the design is like a handgun. I don't know if any of you are shooters, but I enjoy shooting, especially 6-shooter. So if you take a Colt 19 or a Colt 6-shooter, here's the handle. And then you've got the design of the ring. It simply sits your finger in. So it's a little bit like a karambit, all right? So for the next 5 or 6 minutes, if you're interested in trying one, come on up and grab one and let yourself get used to it. The one rule, the one thing, don't let it swing back towards your face. Okay, this can knock your teeth out, can knock you out. So as you practice with it, if you do the impact piece, you reach and return, reach and return. Now, to make that strong, you put your thumb on the end of it, and that gives it stiffness. Now, I'm a Kali instructor, so if I wanted to use my stick knowledge, I close my hand this way, and I just use all the stick strikes out of it. But if I have my blade knowledge, now I'm here. And now my blade knowledge comes out. And then if I want to just use hammer and brute tactics like fighting, right here, I got that hammer strike working. So all this material's here. So if anybody'd like to try one, stand on up, come on up, and let me give you one for about 5 or 10 minutes. Is that agreeable?